Talk about a showstopper for your holiday table. This looks fabulous. Jim Hagy's here from Chef's Market Catering and Restaurant with this very impressive cranberry apple pastry wreath. I just think that would be spectacular for Christmas morning or
Christmas morning brunch, a little ice cream on top for dinner. It would
call
be
it
perfect.
a dessert. Yeah.
And it's so easy. This is another one of Chef Bill's creations, and it's just maybe six ingredients. It's very, very easy to make.
This is actually a French galette.
French galette. We call it just a pastry wreath, or we sell it as galette. We have a couple of different flavors. This one is apple and cranberry, which is delicious.
It is gorgeous.
You could order it from us, or you can make it pretty easily too. I want to show you how to do that.
All right, it starts with the puff pastry.
Puff pastry, and you can find this in the frozen food section in the grocery store. And you're going to use, there are two sheets in here, and you want to use both sheets, and you're going to let them thaw out for probably about an hour. And then once they're thawed out and you kind of rolled out, they're already rolled out, but you're going to take them and just with wet fingers kind of create this ball like I've done here. This is dried out a little bit, but then you're going to spray a piece of your paper here, parchment paper, with your ham spray. And
you don't have parchment paper, you probably use wax paper too,
You could use wax paper if you want. And the reason I'm doing this is just to be able to move it over. Because once you get it rolled out, we're going to roll it out to where it's about 10, maybe 12 inches in diameter. And it's probably about 1/4 of an inch thick. And this, having the paper helps you move it around as well. And you can see without too much flour or anything, it doesn't stick. It's got a nice butter content in it. But once we get that done, you can take like a pizza pan or even a sheet pan if you don't have a pizza pan. And having this paper makes it really easy, and you can move it over like we've done here.
So it's going to go on right on the paper.
Right on the paper, which you can put right into the oven.
So we've already gotten started on this. You're rolling the edges. And I'm
rolling the edges. And then while you're doing that, this is almond paste. And almond paste is also something you can find in the store. This is what it looks like, and you can find it in a tube. I found it around the Jell-O section, kind of on the bottom shelf.
I've seen it in the baking aisle
baking
too.
aisle, and it comes in a tube or in a can, and it looks like this. It's really crumbly, and you're just going to take this. This adds a really nice depth of flavor to this. You know, you had mentioned earlier this might be really nice with cream cheese. It has that.
Cream cheese makes everything better.
It does. And it has that consistency like that. But once you get all of this on, then what you're going to do is you're going to take your apples, and you've taken 10 Granny Smith apples and cored them. And beginning about an inch in, just place your apples all the way around. And you know, just for consistency and so it looks good, you're going to take it to where they're all facing in the same direction. Yeah. And so you'll have about three rows in. And just all the way in and all the way around. Now, once this is done completely, you're going to put it in your oven that you preheated to 400 degrees, and you're going to cook it for 25 minutes. And once it comes out, it's going to look like this. And this has the apples on it. It's got a nice crisp crust on it. You're going to take your cranberries.
And these are fresh cranberries.
Fresh cranberries. You're going to love this. This is not a real, you know, you have so much sweets for Christmas. This is a little bit more tart. You're going to just place about a cup of fresh cranberries all over the top. And then you're going to take this apricot jam that you can find in the grocery store, and not preserves, but apricot jam. You're going to take a little bit of water, mix it in the microwave, and you're just going to brush it.
So you've watered it down to make it kind of a glaze.
Yeah, it makes it a little bit easier to apply. And so we're going to put that all over the top. And once you get it fully coated, you want the crust to have it as well. And it's going to add a little bit of sweetness back to the pastry wreath. And then you're going to put this back in the oven for about 10 minutes. And then it comes out. It's beautiful. Your guests are going to love it. You're going to be the star of breakfast, brunch, or dinner.
It looks so impressive. Yeah, they'll never know that it didn't really take that much work. That's the finished product right there. It's absolutely gorgeous. And as we said, you can pick one up at Chef's Market if you'd prefer. And you have so many things to make the holidays easier too.
Oh, we have, of course, the turkeys and the hams, but we have this wonderful beef Wellington that you can buy. It's ready just to pop in the oven. I promise you it's the best thing you've ever eaten.
It sounds fabulous. Merry Christmas to all of you all. Thank you all so much for what you do for us all year long.
Oh, well, thanks for having us.
We appreciate it. This is recipe number 5279. It's online now in the Talk of the Town section at newschannel5.com. Be sure to go see Jim over at Chef's Market Catering and Restaurant in Goodlettsville.